Hey everyone, what's up, what's new, what's going on, and welcome to Seneca College as we are about to witness the 2013 Ontario A Championships men's doubles finals, set number 1 between the guys on the far side of the court representing Mandarin Badminton Club is Nyl Yakura receiving serve in the all black, and we have Andika Yong in the black and white outfits. Now, if you guys don't know of these two players, I've featured them in the past in some of the past videos, so definitely go check them out. But Nyl Yakura is definitely somebody to be feared in the Canadian badminton circuit because he is currently ranked number 1 in the men's doubles Canadian badminton rankings. And his partner, Andika Yong, is, well, his coach, essentially, at Mandarin Badminton. So both of these players are extremely good and definitely looking to do really well in this Ontario A's. Already made it to the finals, but they are going up against some really talented players on the near side of the courts. Coming from Indonesia just last year, Arif and Yoga. I don't know how to pronounce their last name, so I'm not even going to try. Anyway, Arif and Yoga. Arif in the red and black outfit, and Yoga in the, well, obviously in the yellow and black outfits. Coming from Indonesia and playing a whole bunch of tournaments and having never lost in Canada so far. Well, at least to my knowledge, they've never lost any tournament match in Canada in the year or year and a half that they've been here. So an incredible record, and it just goes to show how well these Indonesians play, because 3 of these 4 players have been training at, or have at one point in their life trained with the, I guess, the Indonesian national team, just because 3 of these 4 players have come from Indonesia. The last one, Nyl Yakura, is, well, he's got a Japanese last name, and apparently he does have some sort of Indonesian roots. I'm not sure how far back it goes, but anyway, all 4 of these players definitely having some sort of Indonesian blood in them, which makes this a very interesting game, because if you ever watched Indonesians play in the international circuit, you can see that they play with a lot of flair, and it's just so much fun to watch. And so far, it's been a pretty good match, well, with these two teams so far, just because Andika and Nyl on the far side of the court, they're looking to beat the guys who are essentially undefeated in Canadian badminton right now. And they're, I mean, I gotta admit, they're fighting an uphill battle just because of the amount of talent on the near side of the court representing E-Badminton Club on the near side. But so far, doing really well, as they are, you know, not only holding their own, but up by 1 point. So good on them for being up early in the match, but there's still a long way to go before this match finishes. We got to finish, well, this first set first, and then see what happens in the second set, and possibly a third. And you can see the difference in the playing styles already. Both Arif and Yoga, they tend to be a little bit more relaxed in their gameplay and known to turn it up whenever they really need to. And Arif really trying to pressure at the front of the net, but Andika with the incredible defense, defending against all the big smashes and all the big cuts, finally forcing an error from Arif. So good job for Andika for bringing him or his team up 2 points. But as easily and as quick as he got the 2-point lead, he's quickly lost it after Arif was able to win that last rally for Team E Badminton. And you can see the movement from E Badminton, how quick they are around the court, being able to cover every single corner and getting to the shuttle before the shuttle even drops below the net. So winning that rally fairly easily. But with 1 point comes another for Mandarin Badminton Club on the far side of the courts. Ooh, Nyl Yakura doing really well in his shot selection to go for that cross court. It was, you know, that part of the court was completely empty, but unfortunately he was just missing by maybe an inch or two, and unfortunate for him. But Yoga acting very carelessly with that last backhand, not really using any of his footwork or speed, and casually making that error. So the quickness of Yoga giving him the advantage in that last rally for that easy points. And now we're all tied up at 9-9. So Andika and Nyl definitely holding their own, definitely making this a match that Yoga and Arif really need to work at. And with Andika attacking from the front of the net and forcing an error from Arif yet again, they again get the lead at 10-9. So we'll see what happens going into this mid-game interval. And as a flick serve goes, well, that was a pretty good flick serve, forcing yet another error from Arif, sending it just wide of the sideline. We go in and out of the mid-game interval with Andika still serving, 11-9, a 2-point lead, and now a 3-point lead. An excellent serve by Andika, forcing the error from Yoga. Yoga trying to go for a little bit too much with not too much room to play with. Oh, wow, great defense by Nyl, catching that sideline on that last shot. So now a 4-point lead. And look at the attack from Yoga. Look at the attack from Arif. And look at the defense from Team Mandarin right now. But to no avail, because Yoga and Arif were just attacking way too hard and they were just way too fast, turning up the pace of their shots, turning up the pace of the rally, just to make back that 4-point deficit, turn it into a 3-point deficit, and we'll see whether they continue with this increased pace. And definitely they do. Yoga again going for the big smashes. They see that they're behind now, and they see that they're going to need to turn it up in order to catch back up and make this first set a win. Again with the huge defensive shots, Andika just going for that sideline on the forehand side. It's worked for him a few times already, and it's worked for him yet again. 14-11 is the score. Building a 3-point lead and maintaining it. Again, being crafty with the angles is Andika. Now going for the power shots. Both teams going for the power shots. Oh, here's a chance. Oh, Nyl couldn't finish it. Going for the drop shot, setting up his partner. Incredible defense still. What a rally. Oh, cannot finish the mid-court smashes Arif. Yet another mistake by Arif. So, a 4-point lead at 15-11. Team Mandarin Badminton is doing an amazing job at the far side of the courts, defending against some of the most powerful smashes I've seen in Canadian badminton so far, and doing a really good job just staying in the rallies. And now with a 4-point lead, I really want to see what the next two rallies have in store. Ooh, and Andika is trying to go for the sidelines, but was pressured just a little bit too much. Couldn't make anything happen out of that rally, but I don't know. I don't know if he's too worried about that right now. He knows he still has a 3-point cushion, but he also knows he still has to work really hard to maintain this lead, because you know Yoga and Arif are going to be attacking hard in the next few rallies, trying to make up for that deficit. So yet another careless error by Team E Badminton, as Andika gets the serve yet again. While pressuring that forehand yet again, you can't help but notice that as a strategy for the E Badminton team, both Yoga and Arif liking to pressure that forehand side, just because every time they do, the replies have either been weak or non-existent so far. A lot of pressure being put on by Mandarin Badminton right now, and it worked out to the best, because they got themselves that easy point. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but definitely worth the effort to get that point, because now they're in a commanding lead, 3 points ahead, with only a few points to go before the end of the set. Remember, this is a first to 21. Unless it goes to deuce, then it's the first team to win by 2. Ooh, Yoga getting that lucky net roll. Nyl trying to retrieve it, but it was just too good. And now the score line at 15-17 with Yoga and Arif in a 2-point deficit. They're really looking to come back, and Nyl and Andika are definitely looking to finish this first set as soon as possible. Again, still amazing defense by Andika, forcing the E Badminton team to move around. Wow, and not only great defense, but great offense at the front of the courts, just finishing that rally off. And yet again, maintaining that 3-point lead. So they're looking in very, very good shape to finish off this first set with a win. Ooh, well, with the great plays also comes a few errors here and there. And that might be a very critical error, bringing Arif and Yoga back within 2 points. Great shot by Nyl, just lobbing it over Arif, making sure that it goes over his racket, and nothing Arif could do about that. He tried to reach for it, but couldn't make anything of that last shot. So 19-16, a commanding 3-point lead. Trying to figure out what's going on here. It looks like everybody's in the right positions, but we'll see what the fuss is all about. So Nyl serving to Yoga at 19-16. Going for the big smashes, and oh my god, Nyl could not finish that. He had the golden opportunity, the opportunity of this entire set to finish this one off and get themselves a few game points, but sent that last backhand just a couple feet wide, and now chance for Yoga and Arif. Still pressuring that forehand yet again, and nope. No, trying to go for the behind the back, but it was just too good, and smashed just way too hard by Yoga. Now 18-19. Oh my god, this cannot get any closer. Both the Mandarin guys on the ground already, and Arif easily, casually putting it into the corner. So tying it right up at 19-all. Remember, just a minute ago, they were down 16-19, and 3 points in a row gives Yoga and Arif the momentum to finish this first set off, while Mandarin Badminton on the far side of the court is struggling to be able to just get a point in the last minute or so. Big smash, and finishes it off at the front is Arif. Both Nyl and Andika can't believe it. Can't believe that that last shadow landed inside the baseline. And now set points for Yoga and Arif. Intense rally as Nyl Yakura sets up the rally, and Andika finishes it off with a huge jump smash from the front of the court. So 20-all, we're going to extra points. First one to win by 2 wins the first set. But that was just so intense, that last rally. Oh my god, excellent placement by Arif from the front of the court, leaving Andika just stranded. He was just scrambling to get that last shot, but it was just way too good, placed way too well, and now yet another set point for Arif serving. Wow, you can see the intensity in that last rally. Both Yoga and Arif just powering everything down to get that last point, win the first set 22-20. So I'm really excited to see what the second set has in store.